Hi, my name is Melanie and I'm a certified massage therapist. And today we're going to be stretching and doing some tennis ball massage for our lower back, glutes, and hips. You may find it helpful. You definitely want to have 2 tennis balls. And I also going to be using my yoga strap. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can use a belt or a full-size bath towel rolled up. You could also use a bed sheet rolled up. Really just anything that can kind of substitute for a yoga strap. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna go ahead and just roll onto our backs. And we're gonna hug our knees to our chest. We're gonna keep our head and shoulders pretty much on the mat. And we're gonna pull just enough that you feel your lower back lifting off the mat a little bit. And we're going to take a couple deep breaths. From here we're going to do kind of a silly yoga pose. It's called the happy baby. And you just go ahead and grab your feet and lift up just like you see little babies doing when they're playing. You should feel this stretch in the back of your thighs, also in your lower back a little bit, and hips. We'll take a couple deep breaths here. All right, good. Let's go ahead and lower both legs. We're going to start with our right leg here. We're going to hug the right knee to the chest. In all of these stretches, we're not aiming for pain or muscles that are shaking. We're kind of going for a 5 out of 10. You want to feel the stretch. You want it to be pleasant. You don't want it to be painful. We're going to take another couple deep breaths. Deep breathing from the diaphragm or from your belly really helps to reset the central nervous system. So it's a really good thing to do if you're stressed out or if you're having some pain. It can really help. Now let's go ahead and drop that leg out to the right side. You can support with your hand and your left hand can be on the ground. And this stretch is more for the inner thigh or the groin muscles. We'll take a couple deep breaths here. Then we're going to go ahead and cross that leg to the other side of the body, switch hands. You're going to feel this in your glute and your hip area back here. And a few deep breaths. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So hug your left knee to your chest and take a few deep breaths. And we're going to drop it to the outside, the left side of the body. Remember to support with your hand. You can drop your right hand to the floor. Take some deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and cross that leg across the body. Support with your right hand. Your left hand can be on the mat. And take some deep breaths. Good job. Now we're going to use our strap. We're going to do pretty much the same thing, but with our legs straight this time. So go ahead, put your right foot in the strap. Try to straighten it, but it's okay if there's a bend in the knee. Many of us, including myself, have pretty tight hamstrings. That comes from a lot of sitting, which we do in our society. Don't forget to take your deep breaths. we're going to go ahead and drop that leg to the outside. You can just hold on to it with your right hand. Your left hand can be on the mat. And take a few deep breaths. And then we're gonna switch sides, drop that leg toward the left side of your body. I have a wall in my way, so I can't go quite as far as I normally would. And again, it's perfectly fine if there's a little bit of a bend in the knee. You should be feeling this along the back of your leg, your calf. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So straighten that right leg, put the left leg in the strap. And go ahead and take a few deep breaths. You may notice that one leg is tighter than the other leg. That's pretty common. This is my tighter leg, so you might see more of a bent knee here. Don't forget to take your deep breaths. And then let's drop that leg to the outside of the body. Again, I have a wall in my way, so you can drop the leg as far as is comfortable. Don't forget that we just want this to be a gentle stretch session, so don't overdo it. If it feels like it's really pulling or your leg's starting to shake, then back off a little bit. Our deep breaths. Then let's drop that leg across our body to the right side. We can put our left hand on the mat and take some deep breaths. All right, let's put our strap down for a moment. And bend your knees. We're going to be dropping our knees from side to side, and we're going to do a few of these. So go ahead and drop both of your knees out to the right side. Take a breath. And then roll over to the left side. Take a nice deep breath. And to the right. Left. Again to the right. And over to the left. And one more time to the right. And over to the left. Good job. Go ahead and straighten both of your legs. We're going to bend the left knee and put our arms out to the side. And you want to kind of roll your left knee over to the floor. If you can get all the way to the floor, great. This is called a spinal twist. If it's too intense for you to go this far, just go part way. That's fine. And while we're here, we'll take a few deep breaths. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. So bend that right knee, straighten the left. And, oh, my back just cracked. And go ahead and just roll over as far as is comfortable so you get a nice twist through your spine. I like to look the opposite arm here. And Take a few deep breaths. Good. Let's go ahead and hug our knees again, and while we're up here, let's make some circles. It's kind of like giving yourself a little lower back massage. You might even feel some stuff crack and pop. Reverse your circles. Good. Let's go ahead and sit up. We'll grab our strap again. Put your legs straight out in front of you. If this is not comfortable, it's fine to put a pillow or roll up a blanket or a towel and put it underneath your knees if your knees really want to bend. We really want to keep our back straight. Some people like to sit on a little bit of a cushion to give their back a little bit of a lift. Then we're going to take our strap and put it around both feet. Straighten out your legs as much as is comfortable. It's fine if there's a bend in the knee again. And we're going to pull ourselves forward. But we're going to try to keep our back nice and straight. You want to imagine that the top of your head is lifting up toward the clouds. Maybe even imagine there's a little string kind of pulling you upwards. And you should feel this stretch all the way down the back of your legs and in your lower back a little bit. Don't forget to take a couple deep breaths while we're here. Good. We'll let go of that. Now we're going to take our tennis balls. Tennis balls are a great tool when you can't get a regular massage and you really need some relief. The only caveat is don't put them right on your spine. They can go next to your spine. Pretty much on your glutes and hips is safe. Your IT band. You just don't want to put pressure with these balls right on top of your spine. So having said that, let's go ahead and lay down. I'm going to kind of position these balls right around towards the bottom of my rib cage, one on either side of my spine. And I'm going to go ahead and roll back. And I'm going to keep my knees bent. And while I'm back here, I'm going to just kind of rock from side to side. Give myself a little back massage with these tennis balls. If you need a little bit more pressure, maybe that doesn't feel deep enough, you can kind of lift your bottom up and push down a little bit and really get in there. And just kind of rock back and forth. Then I'm going to sit up. And I'm going to move them down an inch or two. We're going to do the same thing. Going to kind of rock back and forth. Now the area between the bottom of your rib cage and the top of your hips, your kidneys are there. So that's another area. You don't want to push super hard. You can go pretty deep. But you don't want to get so deep that you're actually causing any issues. And now you can lift your bottom if you want and just scoop the balls down another inch or so. And just have a little massage rock here. Let's go ahead and scoot them down one more time so they're just above your hip bone. And we'll just have a little rock right here. That should feel pretty good for most of us. Now we're going to do our hips and glutes, but I'm going to do that standing up. So let's just finish up here on the mat. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and sit up. Find a nice place where you can stand against the wall with your tennis balls. Alright, so have the tennis ball. I'm going to place it against the wall. I'm going to put it right on my glutes. I'm going to put a little bit more weight on my right foot. And then just kind of roll across your hip and your glutes with that tennis ball. You can do this for a few minutes. Probably want to reposition it, find those spots that are kind of tender on yourself and give them a little bit of a workout. You don't have to go crazy and dig into the wall. You can just kind of have a light pressure. All you really need is enough pressure so that the tennis ball doesn't fall. However, if you do want to get deep, go ahead. It's pretty safe in the hip and glute area. You can even kind of go up and down if you find a good spot where that feels good. You can even roll all the way to the outside here so that you're actually kind of rolling right above where your femur inserts into the hip socket. And you can even do a little bit of rolling on your back as long as you're not on the spine. So again, you can kind of put that on your lower back. You can go up a little higher if you need to. Well, just ran on a wall there. You can go up a little higher if you want to do kind of between your shoulder blades. I do this often. It's really helpful when you don't have somebody that can get in there and give you a massage. And one last tip with the tennis ball, if you find that you're dropping it a lot and you're having to bend down and pick it up and that's an issue, you can put the ball in a sock or an old stocking, hold on to the end of the sock so that if it does slip, you're still holding on to it. You don't have to keep bending over, which is kind of a problem when you have a sore back. Alright, well that's all I have for you today. I hope that helps a lot and that you're feeling better soon and that your back is in tip-top shape.